What's up, guys? Matthew Green. We're gonna watch season 1, episode 11 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Last episode, Jet tricked me into thinking an entire city had died. Obviously, we got a lot of focus on, I would say, Sokka and Katara's sibling relationship. It's one of the core ideals or thematical points of the show. I would feel is their relationship towards each other, and how I feel like they're both self-conscious, or they expect much more of themselves, like everyone does, like Aang does, even like Zuko does. But I feel like at the end of the day, even though they have rough spots as siblings, they're always there to pick each other up at their lowest point, and I really like that. So I hope that we get the see that continue, and I do wonder what this episode is about, because I've spoken about it a lot in my Avatar reactions. I love how each episode, like, again, it catapults the story. You know what I mean? We're traveling, and the basic story right now is, we're traveling to the North Pole so we can waterbend. We can learn to waterbend. Obviously, I don't want them to teleport there. I want them to go on a little journey. I don't want them to immediately, okay, we can waterbend now. End of story. I want them to do things while they're doing that, if that makes any sense. So I like these little side stories, and I like how they focus on but they focus on a specific character each episode. Each episode has one character that gets the most growth or the most focus, and I really like that. So maybe it's Aang. We're due for an Aang episode. I jokingly said it. I don't know if I said it last episode or the episode before, but I really am hoping for a Momo or Appa episode, but maybe that's wishful thinking. But I do want to hop into it. You guys know me. I'm going to talk throughout the episode. I'm going to talk a lot at the end, so let's get into it. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out. I've got the full length reactions up on Patreon. By now, I'm already a very fair amount ahead of YouTube. Jesus, I don't know if I said that right. Check the YouTube comments. It'll say the exact episode I'm currently on over on Patreon, if you're interested. And most importantly, if you enjoy my content, you enjoy my Avatar reactions, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. Let's get in episode 11.
So we don't get rained on.
Ordinarily, you'd be right, but seeing how it's the dry season...
Oh, brother. Well, we know how good his instincts are.
If it does rain.
What if it doesn't? Then I would have put the tarp up for nothing.
You're infuriating.
Katara, why don't you worry about gathering the firewood? Because that kindling's looking
Can I be honest?
sorry.
After the way you treated him last episode, it's your turn to put the tarp up.
By me, if you're not gonna do your job.
Okay,
I get the grub if you guys got
bunch of tattletales.
Where's the campfire? And what happened?
Little weenie whiners.
You asked Miss Know-It-All, Queen of the Twigs.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're Mr. Lazy Bum. King of the...
Bums?
Okay, listen guys, harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Fight?
Why don't you just switch jobs?
Sounds good.
Whatever.
Oh wow, this is what I said a minute ago.
And making peace, all in a day's work.
That's what the Avatar does, baby. There's a rivalry going on. Split it? Well, okay, I was gonna say, it's unfair to split it in half. That is not an equal divide.
Fair. Appa's got 5 stomachs.
What? Was that an expression?
It very clearly from the air while we fly away. Hey, if you're looking for the canyon guide, I was here first.
Ooh,
Is that fucking Robin's voice actor?
Informative.
Believe me, he's more than a tour guide. He's an earthbender, and the only way
Robin?
is help. And he's taking my tribe across next. Calm down, we know you're next. You wouldn't be calm if the Fire Nation destroyed your home and forced you to flee.
They did.
My whole tribe has to walk thousands of miles to the capital city of Ba Sing Se.
Damn.
It's the Zhang tribe, a bunch of low-life thieves. They've been the
Don't say
enemies
this out
of my
loud.
tribe for 100 years.
Well, should we run
Hey,
away?
Zhangs! I'm saving a spot for my tribe, so don't even think of stealing it.
What rivalry? Are they gonna kill us, or like what?
Still
Is it just like a
tidying
friendly
up their
rivalry?
campsite?
Yes.
Okay, this is a parallel to the brotherly or the sibling relationship.
Guy took reservations.
Of course you didn't. That's the ignorance I'd expect from a messy Zhang.
He's like saying it. That's a slur, dude. You can't say that.
Who's ready to cross this here canyon?
One of them, I think.
I was here first. My party's on their way.
I can't wait for you.
Who aren't here?
Guess you guys will have to make the trip tomorrow.
Wait, here they come.
Yeah, they're here. Wait, we're good. It's only fair. How about can we just all go? Come on, guys.
Not seriously gonna cave into these spoiled Ganjins?
You guys, you can't say these slurs,
and we've
dude.
got sick people that need shelter.
By the end of the... Did they skin those fucking monkey panther thingies?
Sick people get priority over old people.
Maybe you Zhangs wouldn't have so many sick people if you weren't such slobs.
Oh, God. Katara, Sokka.
Maybe you wouldn't live to be so old.
I could smell
You gotta change your ways or you'll end up like
Put your
this.
peacemaking skills to the test?
How about we just all go?
You could share the Earthbender and travel together?
Boo!
Absolutely not. We'd rather be taken by the Fire Nation than travel with
Don't say that out loud. They'll fucking appear.
I wouldn't travel with you pompous fools anyway.
I am not pompous.
All right, here's the deal. You're all going down together, and Appa here will fly your sick and elderly across. Does that seem fair?
Nice job, Avatar. That's the Avatar.
Are you sure it's a good idea getting involved in this?
To tell the truth, I'm not sure. But when
I want these tribes to join together by the end of the episode.
Making peace between people is his job.
His job's gonna make us cross this whole thing on foot, isn't it?
Do we have to walk 1,000 miles?
Now
That's like...
comes the bad news. No food allowed in the canyon.
What?
It attracts dangerous predators.
I mean, the dangerous predators are gonna come at us no matter what.
This is ridiculous. Oh, you babies can go a day without...
Okay, stop roasting me, okay? Don't call me fat.
See you on the other side, buddy.
I mean, no offense, like I don't want to work Appa like a dog, but I think Appa can just keep flying back and forth. It's like a fucking video game.
The job's much more than bending, kid. Folks want information.
Do you get paid enough for this?
Probably wondering how canyons are formed. Experts
Meteors.
tell us this canyon was most likely carved into the ground by earth spirits who were angry at local farmers.
That shit kind of sounds made up.
Guess the spirits are still angry. Hope you all brought sacrifices.
Oh Jesus! Don't say that. The tribes will start sacrificing each other.
Why'd you do that?
Don't follow
These
us.
people are fleeing the Fire Nation, aren't they? Gotta make sure we can't be followed. We'll be safe now.
What the fuck is that? No, I'm done. I don't like any spiders. Me don't like spiders. I have goosebumps. What is that? I have goosebumps. Someone kill it, please. The fuck, like a tarantula mixed with a skunk? I don't even know what it is. Getting dizzy? Damn.
What was that?
I don't know.
Canyon
I don't want to see it again.
Oh, and there's sure to be more.
Oh, I can't go on any longer.
We're trapped in this canyon.
They'll have to work together to get out. It's fine.
I thought the whole point of ditching our food was so we wouldn't have to deal with things like canyon crawlers.
It's the Zhangs.
Oh,
they
brother.
took food down here even after the guide told them not to.
What? If there's anyone
Oh,
who
who
can't
did
go
it?
without food for a day,
Was it Sokka?
Ganjins.
Sounds like a
I hope you're
Sokka
happy
thing.
We're stuck in this canyon with
Or is it
no way
Momo?
out.
Does Momo count as food?
Look, sticking together is the only way to...
I'm not walking another...
You dare yell at the fucking Avatar like that.
See? We're going to become part of the food chain because of you.
Sure, unjustly blame the Zhangs like you always do.
Gladly.
Enough!
Calm
I tried to help
down.
you guys get along, but I guess that's not gonna happen. We should split up. Ganjin's on this side and Zhang's on that side. We'll travel in 2 separate lines.
Look, no need to segregate. That seems like a horrible plan, Aang.
Sokka, you go with the Zhangs, and Katara, you go with the Ganjins. See if you can find out why they hate each other so much.
Do some recon. Where are you going? Walking down the middle?
So you guys aren't gonna put up your tarps?
What for? It's the dry season.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Besides, we like to use the tarp as a blanket.
Finally, someone gets it.
Oh, there's scorpions too? Oh my god, I hate this place.
You really think it'll rain?
No, but you can never be too careful.
Oh, they're gonna learn to... No. They're gonna learn to compromise. Oh, both sides brought food, didn't they?
Tara?
So it was you guys who had food.
Oh, come now. You really think that tribe of thieves isn't smuggling food? Why should my people go hungry when the sneaky Zhangs are stuffing their faces?
Well, I guess it's okay.
Oh my god, she's being peer pressured. It's like drugs or something. I guess it's okay if my friends are doing it.
So, why does your tribe hate the Zhangs
I don't know,
so
we don't
much?
remember.
You seem like a smart girl, Katara. I bet you would enjoy hearing some...
Oh, what falsified version of history are we about to hear?
The patriarch of our tribe, Jin Wei, was an earthbender warrior who was assigned an important duty.
It looks
transporting
badass.
our sacred orb from the...
Sacred orb? But this shit is made up. We do not have a sacred orb.
was our tribe's ancient redemption ritual. But as he approached the gate,
He was
Jin Wei was attacked by one of the Zhang. A vermin named Wei Jin, who looked at the orb with envy.
And look how it animates them as these godly people on the other side. These little gremlins.
Stole our sacred orb. Our people have never forgotten. You can never trust a Zhang.
Oh my god, how easily manipulated are... Katara's in her easily manipulated phase.
Let's be thinking. We're horrible for endangering everybody by bringing food down here.
But those
The Ganjins
dirty
are so angry of
Ganjins.
us, they probably assumed we brought food in and decided to bring food in
No one has any culpability? What's it called? Why am I blanking on the word? Accountability? That's the word. Is
years.
that the fucking mountain from Adventure
Our
Time?
forefather, Wei Jin, was leaving the western gate of our village.
I like the difference in animation too.
Jin Wei insisted the orb was more important and asked him to take it back to his tribe. Kind Wei Jin promised to send help for the man as soon as he could. But as Wei Jin crossed the border to return the orb into Ganjin territory, he was arrested. Instead of thanking him for his kind and selfless deed,
Locked up?
to 20 long years in prison. We Zhangs will never forget that injustice.
That's just terrible. You gonna finish that?
Hey! Sokka's better than Katara in this situation. Katara immediately buys into the fucking propaganda.
People cooperate long enough to get out of the canyon?
I don't think so, Aang. The Zhangs really wronged the Ganjins. They ambushed Jin Wei and stole...
Come on, brother.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Katara, what are you talking about? Wei Jin didn't steal the orb. He was returning it to their village gate and was wrongfully punished by the Ganjin.
Not
Simple
punished enough,
misunderstanding,
if you ask me.
guys.
Okay, I get it.
Katara's one on my bad side. 2 episodes.
Canyon wall. Please, everyone. As soon as we get out of here, we can eat, and then go our separate ways. But I need you all to put your heads together and figure out a way up this cliff.
Maybe the Zhang can climb the wall with their long...
Oh,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
I forgot that to the Ganjin, unclipped fingernails is a crime punishable by 20 years in jail.
Why, you dirty thief!
You pompous fool!
Fight, fight, fight. No, no, no. Okay, Sokka joined in.
How many times do I have to say it? Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Perhaps the Avatar is right.
Aang, did you just convince them to duel?
Harsh words will never solve our problems.
Action will!
Why is he so scared?
To the death! And let this be the end of this rivalry!
You know, I take it back. Harsh words aren't so bad.
No, not the magnificent beard. The hair I can sacrifice, not the beard. Damn. The food's out in the open. They're gonna realize they wronged their ways. They wronged their ways?
Everyone smuggled food down here? Unbelievable! You guys put our lives in danger because you couldn't go without a snack for a day?
Damn, you calling them all fat.
Oh, awful!
Aww. What is that beautiful thing?
So hungry.
It looks like a monkey. It looks like Beast Boy.
Egg custard in that tart.
No, no, no. Too many.
Oh, no! That's a lot of canyon crawlers.
We
I'm
barely
scared.
survived one.
You're coming back for me. Coming back
Jesus
for me.
Christ.
Sokka, wait! I don't care about this stupid feud.
Apparently
I
you
just want
do.
us to get out of here alive.
Me too. I only took their side because they fed me.
These things are despicably disgusting. Just let him eat the food. Give him the food. Give him the food to distract them. Damn, I really thought he got eaten there for a second. You gonna make a staircase with him? Compromise. Compromise with the canyon crawlers. That's the lesson. We have to compromise. Hey, nice job. Now they're gonna fucking suffocate. Is that a ball of mozzarella? What is that? Oh, look at them work together. You guys are perfect matches for each other.
Now follow me. We're riding out of this
We're
hole.
enslaving them? We've domesticated the canyon crawlers.
Everyone, get off!
We made it!
Damn, you about to break a hip or something too.
I never thought a Ganjin could get his hands dirty like that.
Oh, just
And
kiss
I never
already.
knew you Zhangs were so reliable in a pinch.
Perhaps we're not so different after all.
Too bad we can't rewrite history.
It's fine.
You thieves stole.
No, the old man stole the orb.
Unjustly imprisoned Wei Jin for 20 long
What do you mean? Wei Jin's right here.
Wait a second. Jin Wei? Wei Jin? I know those guys.
Yes, yes, we're all aware of the story.
No, I mean, I really knew them. I might not look it, but I'm 112 years old.
Wow.
And most importantly, they were just playing a game.
I don't even know if this is
The
real. This
sacred
might
orb
be
from
just
the
a
legend. That was the ball. And the eastern and western gates,
might be a story just to get him on their side.
not for 20 long years, but for 2 short
What the
minutes.
fuck is this story?
There was no stealing and no putting anyone
This is
in
a
prison.
lie.
Just a game.
You're saying the sacred orb was actually a sacred ball?
Nope, just a regular ball.
What about our tribe's redemption ritual?
Robin,
That's
get
what
back.
the game was called. Redemption. As soon as someone...
Damn, is this actually a real story? It was so goofy. It sounded.
Don't get me wrong, Wei Jin was kind of a slob, and
Oh,
Jin Wei was a little stuffy. That
I
much
was-
is true.
Aang.
But they respected each other's differences enough to share the same playing field.
I was about to say, Aang, you're gonna get them to turn on each other, team up, and be against you.
Good to see you, boy. Did you miss me?
I cannot thank you enough, Avatar.
Well, you know, I try.
Oh.
What the hell?
Let us travel to the Earth Kingdom capital as one tribe.
Yes.
I'm going too. I'm sick of this place.
What about all the other people back there?
Jin Wei and Wei Jin.
You could call it luck,
He lied.
or you could call it luck.
Yes!
I made the whole thing up.
You did not. That is so...
No, it's so right. Okay, these stupid guys talking about the past. Oh, Aang. Again, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, wait. What up? I'm gonna be honest. I kind of wanted Sokka and Katara to have maybe like a 20-second back and forth. I think that would have benefited the relationship a little bit, because it's happened a couple times now, and again, I'm not complaining or anything like that. You can tell by my pure enjoyment and pure happiness while watching this. I've been absolutely loving this fucking show. If I were like gonna have one complaint, I would say that whenever Katara and Sokka get into a fight or an argument or disagreement, and it's very often because a part of their story is, you know what I mean, loving each other and bickering, but at the end of the day we love each other. I sometimes feel like their apologies aren't as important or as focused on at the end of the episodes. Now, one could argue, and I don't have any arguments against that, one could say that there's no need to apologize or anything like that, because we're brother and sister, and we may go through some rough spots, but at the end of the day, we do care about each other and love each other and pick each other up, and you know what I mean. So I'm not saying it's like a flaw of the writing. I'm just saying that me personally, I would not be opposed to Katara and Sokka hugging each other at the end of each episode when they argue. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I really like that. Again, I've spoken about it many times in my Avatar reactions. The idea of a thematic point, the idea that these episodes are made for children, obviously, and what makes a good cartoon is teaching a lesson. And the idea, it's something as simple as compromise. You know what I mean? I really, really like that. I love that. In fact, it's not to get like. Again, it's a basic idea, and not to get too complex, or whatever. But again, it goes into that thing where, like, even as a 21-year-old in adult life and seeing shit on the news and stuff like that, like, it's just, again, it's an oversimplification, obviously, but it's compromise. It would solve so many things, and I feel like today, adults, people of past generations, and I'm not saying my generation isn't like that, because they were also like that, but I just mean. Seeing people that are just so fucking stubborn and so selfish that don't take care of each other or don't look out for each other, it really hurts. So seeing, again, I've described Avatar: The Last Airbender so far as a motivational story so far. Or even I said I view some of these thematic points, or even the characters of points, as role models, if that makes sense. Not like they're perfect people, but because, in my opinion, I don't think a role model should be a perfect person. I think a role model should be someone who makes mistakes but grows from them, but accepts them, apologizes, and does positive things in the future. And that's what I think the Avatar crew, so to speak, is. Again, that's the second episode in a row with no Zuko or Iroh, if I recall correctly. Again, the exact same thing I said last episode. I don't have a problem with it. Obviously, you guys know how much I love those two characters, so I would have loved it if they were in it, but I don't think they needed to be in it. I thought that the story and the thematic beats worked perfectly without them. I really loved Aang at the end. Again, it's part of that maturity, and I think it's talking about teaching kids, and I'm not necessarily saying like, oh, it's good to teach kids to lie, but also I'm not saying that, but I am saying that you can't expect people not to lie. You know what I mean? Lies happen. And I like seeing the main character. Yeah, he lied, but he did it for a good cause. And in my opinion, if you lie and there's no backlash, there's no like negativity towards, you know what I mean? It's only one positive side, and that's getting people to work together and accept each other. I think that that's a perfectly acceptable occasion to lie. Lying isn't inherently evil, if that makes any sense. And I think, again, as a role model like person for younger children, I feel like it's cool to see Aang do that in a healthy nature. And something else I did really like, and again, it's not super important to the story or anything like that. I liked the change of setting. Obviously, this world is like almost like has like fantastical animals with like extra body parts and weird mechanics and all that weird physiology, and I really like that. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of spiders and shit, so they were like weird, like almost like ticks. I don't even know what they were. Spiders. They did creep me out, but I really liked seeing them, and I liked the again, the different setting. I loved these sort of like desert Grand Canyon-esque. Again, it's not super important to the story or anything like that, but it's just like, yeah, that's how it works. Because when I see the map in the opening every episode, it really like, yeah, it's like weird fiery hell and brimstone to the left. There's water. Well, there's water everywhere, but there's ice fucking caps at the top and the bottom. And then over in this giant right continent, it seems like this very lush green plains with mountains. But obviously, that's not the case. There's a whole bunch of different ecosystems going on. And so I really liked seeing that. And it's another thing too that I do have to give a compliment. And again, it connects to the sort of Earth tribe. Is it Earth tribe? Earth Kingdom? Or this Earth Kingdom thing. Again, for a cartoon on Nickelodeon, the world and the tribes and the world building and all that is very much more nuanced or detailed than I would have thought. Again, the basic idea that there are good Fire Nation, there's bad Earthbenders and stuff like that. That's a part of it. But I also just mean like, there's different, again, there's the four big tribes, but there's mini tribes in width. They have their own cultures and systems and the way they do things. I really liked seeing that. Again, it almost feels like and something I had never thought about before. But think about the 4 tribes, and again the even smaller tribes in between. It almost feels like it's a way to teach children that there are different people, and they have different powers, they have different specialties, or they have different interests or whatever. But they all are important, and they have their own purposes, and they mean a lot. And I really like that. I really like seeing that. I do want, and again, this is not complaining at all. I don't want anyone to think I'm complaining. I'm just talking out loud here. Obviously, book 1 is water. We have to learn waterbending. I'm very interested to see when we're going to get there. Because again, as I've said it multiple times already, I could watch the 3 of them do bumblefuck in the middle of nowhere. They did that this episode, essentially. I could see them do anything, so I'm not saying I'm, like, running out of patience or whatever. I'm not saying that. I don't want anyone to fucking mistake that I'm saying that. But I am saying that, what have we got? 9 more episodes left or something like that? I really don't want us to, like, arrive to the fucking North Pole, like, episode 19. You know what I mean? We get like a 5-minute training arc, and then all of a sudden, Aang and Katara are master waterbenders. I don't really want to see that. I want there to be a little bit of a struggle when we get there. I want there to be a focus on the North Pole and some groups there. I do want to see some detail there. I don't. Again, this whole journey, you know what I mean? It's them growing. It's them, it's trial and error. It's them getting better and stronger, and emotionally and physically. So I'm not saying, like, I feel like it would be unearned. I'm not saying that, but I do. To put it simply, I don't want them to arrive to the North Pole and bang, bing, boom, immediately we have mastered water. I do want there to be more of a teaching aspect. So I do wonder when that's. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering when that is going to happen. So, but I think that's going to be it. Again, I really liked that episode. I wouldn't. I don't know. I really liked I don't even know the guy's name, the director, you know what I mean, that guy, the guy who broke his 2 arms. I really like that guy. The other characters necessarily didn't stand out as like iconic side characters for me like the last couple episodes did. But again, I really liked the parallels with Katara and Sokka's story. So that's all you can ask for, really. But I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. By now, I am already a very decent amount of episodes ahead by now. If you check the YouTube comments, it will say the exact episode I'm currently on. If you enjoy the content, I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. And if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really helps me out. I'll see you guys in a couple days. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.